Hello everybody. This article is with the title, which I translated as Sky and Earth 5 Realms. Okay, Sky and Earth, it means our world, 5 realms. My translation is kind of long, up to almost 50 pages, so I'm here just to mention the major point of this article. Actually, this article is apart from a bunch of books of Taiwan. The writer of these books is a quite ordinary man living in Taiwan who had the experiences to somehow out from his flesh body, not only once, maybe his soul out from the body, but not only once, but repeatedly, time after times. And he was every time guided with an existence as his friend in another realms. And then he got a really large scale of information from it. Those information allowed him to publish 3 books to reveal to the people what exactly is going on in our world and what exactly is our world looked like. In these books explained almost all the world phenomena such like global warming, existence of the dinosaurs, tornadoes, meteors, okay, and cyclones, hurricane, volcano eruptions, existence of hominid, UFOs, humans' origin, religions, unclean spirit, reincarnation, and many more. Okay, and the book's fans in Taiwan have been established a legal book fans foundation in Taiwan. Okay, and now they are spreading this theory, this information to the public using movable billboards and also use internet services. Now, I only try to explain a small portion about our world according this writer's explanation based on what he saw and what information he got. I will make an easy explanation, and this content is quite absurd if you could say. And in the first time when I read this article, I feel the same way. It's so absurd, okay? But after some consideration, right now make my sense quite well. Okay, let's start. Our world is divided into 5 realms, okay? Like this illustration picture. Let us take a look at this picture. Okay, the highest realm, the highest one, so-called sun moon realm, the highest among 5 realms in the top position. And the second realm is called wind and cloud spirit realm, beneath the sun moon realm. And the third realm called floating islands and sea bottom, or also we can call it humans realm, directly beneath the wind and cloud spirit realm. The word, this is the word for humans living, okay? We all live here. The shape of this word is a disc-like circular flat word, not a sphere. The fourth realm is called water realm, directly beneath humans realm. All the water creatures and land creatures are living in this realm. And the lowest one, the fifth realm, we call it muddy mire realm. This realm is full of bacteria. All these 5 realms are just a cycle, okay? They are just a cycle. And all the creatures are just trying hard to be upgraded and live in the higher realm after their death. First, it's about the sun. We talk about the sun, okay? No, not the sun, but supposedly to say suns, more than one, okay? In the beginning of this world, there were only two suns. But in this time era, we actually have five suns. Ridiculous? Yes, I'm the one here trying to be open-minded. And the suns taking their shift to orbiting our world. Each sun will working or orbiting above land level for 12 hours. And then the sun will sink into a place so-called sun's entrance. Suns are actually a kind of giant machines, okay? It's machines. It's very huge, giant machines. The size equal to a Taiwan island. There are more than 100 million so-called Suns officers, or we call Suns God, okay? Small GODs, okay? Or we call them Suns controllers, okay? They are inside a sun to control everything. Various kind of right now, okay, various kind of shape and size of the disc-like UFOs. We mentioned about UFO, or we so-called flying saucers, are actually sun's officers' transportation and working vehicles. Suns orbiting with some kind of magnetic track to guiding sun's orbiting direction. Only one sun orbiting above land level in a time, and the other four suns are still working and prepare for their shift underground. They are in underground preparing for their shift. Okay? Okay. So we know right now we have five sun, not only one. Very absurd, okay? Then the sun is coming out, okay? The sun every time is coming out from the place so-called sun's exit, okay? Sun's exit must in the area where no any human existence in the remote desert area, okay? It's a desert area. After coming out into human's realm, sun keep intaking carbon dioxide, CO2, okay, as its fuel, because the CO2 is the fuel of the sun. And the sun burns the CO2, producing heat and light and O2, oxygen, okay. Then the sun will climb into high sky, then rise to the higher realms, is wind and cloud spirit realm, and keep orbiting and keep rising into the highest realm we call sun moon realm, okay. After that, the suns keep orbiting and start to descend back to the wind and cloud spirits realm, then keep orbiting and keep descending to human's realm, and then at the end of this sun's working shift, okay, the sun sink into a remote ocean area, so-called sun's entrance, okay. Then sun's entrance is a place where there's no any human exist area, okay, no any human existence, very remote ocean area as we know, okay. And then the sun will keep orbiting and also sinking into ocean bed and keep sinking into water realm, and then keep orbiting and sinking down into the lowest realm, muddy mire realm, okay. Since then the sun start to doing excretion. Okay, the sun doing excretion. The material of excretion of the suns are what? Oil, coal, gold, diamond, and various kind of minerals. Okay, that is why the oil will never be used up. Okay, so if the news tells us, the education tells us that the oil of the earth is gonna be run out, it is hoax, because the suns every day produce the oil underground, so we will not out of the oil. Okay, every sun, okay, every sun need to be maintained, have to be maintained and cleaned up all the time, and the dirt, okay, of the sun will be released, will be excreted in the high sky. Okay, and the dirt we call limestone blocks. Okay, limestone basically, which excreted by the sun during its sun moon ram orbiting. When the sun into the sun moon ram, the sun starts to excrete this limestone. Okay, these limestone blocks always keep burning in a very extremely high temperature. This process is to burning out all the toxic radioactive contents. Okay, and some of them are falling down. Okay, those we so-called what, meteors. If they fall down, okay, we call them meteors. Right now, if we want to make this world work balance, okay, balance, it means a balance. Okay, we human have to do our part fully. Okay, our job. What is our job? To exploit oil, to exploit coal, to exploit any kind of minerals. If not, if we are not doing this, it will cause various kind of disasters. Since the beginning, okay, since the beginning, the world government teach us the false knowledge and make us do many mistakes, and we even do not realize until right now, such as global warming teaching make us to avoid using oil and coal in order to decrease the CO2 in the atmosphere, right? And promote, the world government promote energy saving movement, decreasing the oil and coal using and increasing the solar energy using. This is a fatal move because the suns need a large amount of CO2 as its fuel to orbiting and operating. If we decrease the oil and coal using, so the amount of CO2 will be decreased also, right? In the same time, the sun still needs more CO2 to burn. So, the sun's officers are forced to drive the drill shape like UFO, some kind of machine, drill into the volcano to erupting it. And also they forced to ignite the forest wildfire to replace the CO2 for the sun use. Understand? Then, when the suns are rotating and orbiting in muddy mire ram, sometimes cause earthquakes. But the powerful earthquakes are actually caused by human. Okay, all because of human do not properly exploit the oil, the mineral, everything. Force the suns must move to other places to excrete the oil and the minerals. Then the huge earthquakes take place. Also tsunami, also tornadoes, and many more. Okay, right now we talk about the sea level. Okay, the sea water everyday high tide. Okay, everybody knows that everyday high tide is actually caused by the sun sink into the ocean. The volume of the sun make the sea level higher, and then when the sun start to sink into the muddy mire ram, the seawater level will be back to normal again. So actually, the high tide of the ocean is not causes of the moon gravity, but the sun's volume in the ocean. Okay? Right now we're talking about the daytime light. Okay, the daytime. Actually, in daytime, from dawn until dusk, okay, daytime. Daylight, which lighten up our land, is not exactly all coming from the orbiting sun, okay, but most of the daytime light is coming from the highest realm, sun moon realm, okay. There is there is a very thick, hard, and complex layer of huge plate, okay, a plate, a very firm, very hard, and very thick, is floating between the high sky of human realm and the bottom part of the wind and cloud spirit realm, okay, floating there. He called this plate as dark cloud plate or eight diagrams plate, okay. This complex layers plate somehow, just like our sunglasses, able to filtering the extreme heat and bright light from the sun moon realm, okay, for the filtering. Because um, because of the large amount of the endless burning limestones up there, when some part of the eight diagram plate using thin layers, okay, thin layer to filtering the light and the heat of some moon rim. So the area beneath it will be so bright and hot. Okay, this is the major source of the light of the daytime. Basically, the sun is not possible to provide illumination for all the places during entire daytime, and the changeable setting of eight diagrams plate also make the four seasons differences all around the world. Okay, the thicker the eight diagrams plate setting, the cooler the places beneath it. Okay, and the thinner the setting of eight diagram plate, the hotter the places beneath it. Okay, now let us talk about the moon. What exactly is the moon? According to the translation, the moon actually is a kind of magnetic static energy gas. Okay, this is not solid or liquid, this is a group of gas, okay, which supply the energy to the sun use, also for the yin government use. So what is yin government? Okay, yin and yang, yin yang, yin government. Yin government actually is a government of whole world. Okay, not only humans world, but whole world. These five realms, all of this. Okay, this government, central government, located deep underground beneath Japan. Okay, this in yin government. When the energy of the moon all used out, okay, run out, the moon shape will become crescent. When the moon fully charged, its shape becomes, we call, full moon. Okay, the full moon is fully charged, and the new moon is mean the energy is sucked out. Okay, charging time from completely out of energy until fully charged need 15 days. When yin government need the moon's static magnetic energy. So large amount of UFOs will do the job to carry out the energy from the moon and transfer them directly into the in government. Okay, that is why somebody shoot the moons. Okay, record a moon. So many UFO is coming out from the moon is maybe because of this. Okay, nowadays, okay, still nobody until right now, nobody have ever been go out to the space. All humans advanced space vehicles just like rockets, like space shuttle, okay, they are not able to reach the wind and cloud spirit realm. At most, they just only can reach the upper area of human's realm and below the eight diagrams plat. Okay, we human never able to penetrate it. It means all the space projects of NASA, including moon landings, are not possible to be achieved. It means all are hoax. Okay, this is the brief explanation of my translation of Sky and Earth 5 realms. Pardon me, okay, pardon me. I'm so sorry because I cannot explain it all more specific and more detailedly. I cannot do it because of the time limit, okay? This is just a new idea, new theory that shocked my mind, okay? Be open-minded, be improved. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.